9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
What's up, people? Welcome to Monday Night Mayor. And this is the Monday Night WWT Watch Along, which is our second episode in the Netflix era. And we're just walking into the show right now. We got some cool drone shots of everything. I believe they're in San Jose this evening. See what we're going to get. See what we're going to get tonight. What's up, Lewis? Very interested to see how they were getting a look into how big last week's show was, because it was the ushering in of a new era. Everything felt brand new, the production. I'm interested to see if that keeps up. Obviously, we're not going to bring out the red carpet celebs and stuff like that every single week. But I'm interested to see how big they do it from a production standpoint every single week. So far, I think we're absolutely getting a Penta debut. If you've been following everything on socials, and they didn't exactly keep it a secret that he had merchandise already selling, the masks, some shirts, some hoodies. So probably a Penta debut. I believe we're getting the finals of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Also a street fight between Finn Balor and Damian Priest, which should hopefully end the whole Priest versus Judgment Day thing, since we ended the issue with Rhea. So should be a packed out show. But we'll see how tough it is to actually follow up a week of like the Bloodline storyline, and then of course having the final boss in your program as well. Who's in the black SUV? CM Punk. That's an interesting looking shirt. Looks like we're starting the show off with CM Punk. Ended last week's show with Punk, starting today's show with Punk. This has been one of the best wrinkles they've added in the past year. The fact that bringing back walking backstage in the production area and through Gorilla, just letting fans in on what that looks like is a great addition to any of the shows. Good observation, Boza. Very good observation. Back to a normal setup, not so much of a smaller, narrow rampway. Probably less need to really pack out the arena with production tools and seating like they did last week in LA. And Punk yeets. How's everybody's Mondays going? How is everybody's weekend? I know there's a playoff football game tonight. Good luck to any Rams and or Vikings fans. You see my shirt, you see my hat. You know what my team did last night. We still in here. Appreciate that, Ari. No problem. Of course I would host it. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you. And yes, Jaden Daniels is amazing. That was an amazing game. And I actually wanted Detroit. So we'll see what happens on Saturday when we play them. It's good. Nice surprise you ran in on WWT Live. At some point, we're going to talk about that, Boza, just because I feel like that conversation went long. And I feel like people kind of feel like we missed the mark on that. I feel like we really are keying in on one word and missing the whole fact that this is an entertainer and a character. But like, there's so many other things that you can latch on to than that. Predictions for the Rumble. I don't have winning predictions. I think I'm very clueless there as far as who would win. I think last year's was way more predictable. This year has a element of unpredictability just because, well, I guess we now know that Dwayne won't be at the Rumble. I guess you can say CM Punk will win, but I think that's obvious. I think last year they went obvious with Punk. With Rhodes and Bailey. I would hope that they surprise us this year, if I'm being honest. I don't think Punk should win the Rumble. I think maybe Punk wins Chamber. And I think it's Vancouver. So I hope they use the Rumble for a lot of surprises and to build a star like they do with the Money in the Bank, as opposed to like giving us the obvious tool, if that makes sense. The only person that I would say is the obvious tool that I would like is John Cena. But I don't think John Cena wins. I don't know who wins the men's Rumble. Women's Rumble is even more unpredictable now that Stratton's champion and Rhea's champion. Unless you just want to pencil in Charlotte. Like if Charlotte wins, that wouldn't surprise me. If she's able to return right now. But I mean, how cool would it be if like Roxanne won in her main roster debut in the Rumble? I think that would be a cool story to tell. You have Roxanne versus Tiffany Stratton. I like that idea, Courtney. I might take you up on that because there are layers to it. I feel like she's playing a character, and I feel like we're all being kind of duped into her playing a character just with her wrestling chops. But I think a lot was bloviated over that quote when she's speaking about her cousin and his history. And I think we always got to be really careful how we, police what is acceptable of women and police the do's and don'ts. Because if you want to look at another vertical with music, a lot of these TikTok songs and stuff that are very popularized empower like women to be their own bosses and things like that. And I think that's where she was leading with that comment outside of the traditional role of promiscuity. Back in my mind, thinking Jey Uso or Sami Zayn for the men. Sami Zayn winning the Rumble. I'm sure the councilman would love that. You know what? You know what's crazy, Boza? I could not join WWT Live today, but that is actually something I did want to talk about. I'll tap the councilman on the shoulder to talk about that tomorrow on the NXT Watch Along, because that's big news. And I'm pretty sure it'll bleed into programming tomorrow somehow. But it's all over the socials, the fact that Lola Vice is now the number one contender for Julia's title. And I love it. I love it that it happened at a live event. They need to do more stuff like that to get us to kind of have something to look forward to. There were a lot of people that were anti, why isn't this Battle Royal happening on TV? Probably because there's another story to be had on top of the win for Lola. And I like that. Seth Rollins is in the building now to interrupt CM Punk. And this is a very tame outfit. A little sparkle, a little red touch, not too flamboyant. What do you guys think of the? I don't want to call it elephant in the room, but there are some people that think that there's going to be a faction of Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens. I feel maybe that's completely over my head, but I just don't see that as a thing. I'm just curious if like the inseam and the inside of the jacket is also sequenced. Ooh, Seth rocking a gnarly shiner. And I'm guessing that is from the Go to Sleep, which that's a hell of a layer right there. I love that. I'm gonna mute because I want to listen to this. Give me 1 second. That was the worst loss of his career, not the 3 consecutive big matches to Cody Rhodes. Okay. And I think we're getting a storyline that we knew we were going to get is the fact that he's just going to try to douse CM Punk's WrestleMania moment and main event. But somehow, some way, I feel like these guys will be the main event at Mania. And here comes Drew. So maybe that faction thing is not so far fetched. No, he might not be defending at the Rumble. I can see him not defending. Drew is going to get into Seth's head, isn't he? No, Bozo, I take that back. Gunther has to defend the title at the Rumble because he's falling way behind the pecking order of the main storylines on Raw, and he's the champion here. Maybe we get swerved, and that tag team partner for Ray gets a New Day is just one of the LWO members, and maybe Penta challenges Gunther. Who would be mad at that? Drew being hell bent on stopping Roman is such beautiful storytelling. So who's confirmed so far? Cena, Roman, McIntyre, Seth, Punk, Jay. I hope we only get announced maybe I don't know, 10, 12 confirmed names so we actually get some legit surprises. I think it was announced that Backlash is going to be in Mexico. Is it out of the possibility that Bad Bunny is a special surprise in the Royal Rumble match? LA Knight is confirmed as well. Oh, wait. So, no, I forgot. That whole New Day versus Rey Mysterio somebody thing is going to be completely different. This is going to be Chad Gable versus Penta, right? Chad Gable getting full on "you suck" chance. The New Day actually have not worked a televised tag match since the whole Big E stuff. So they're milking it. What commercials are everybody getting right now? I got a cricket commercial. Now I'm getting a Wingstop commercial. I know in certain areas people are getting, I guess, just rotating superstar graphics. 3 matches are confirmed for the Rumble. 2 Rumbles. Cody versus KO. 3 ladder match for both versions of the WWE Championships. Yeah, the Winged Eagle and the other version. Curveball should be Kevin winning that match. Yeah, it is the debut. They definitely didn't hide it, the fact that he has merchandise on the website already. And I tied it in with Chad talking about a masked superstar last week on the show. I wonder what his theme is going to be like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Def Rebel still around? So is he going to have like some corny theme? Or have we moved past that? If he's a part of a DLC pack in WWE 2K, you probably won't get it until I would say March at the earliest. That's another good point. Like, how much of his character that he's seen in other places is he going to be like? I think that's what we're all wondering. Not until he's out of his AEW contract. I'm going to mute so I can listen to this, guys. You know what? They could have went harder with the presentation. I'm not a big fan of the music, but they could have definitely went harder with the presentation. Oh, that baby girl crying in the front row. Love to see it. No mouthpiece, Boza. Don't see a mouthpiece. Yo, them masks is gonna sell like crazy. They might have really found their next Mexican star. I know they were trying to do it with Dragon Lee, but I know these Penta masks is gonna go off on shop.com. What do you mean, Bose? You think people thought it was gonna be like a squash match? Who's bleeding? Is Chad bleeding? Why would Chad Gable get squashed though? Oh, that was bad. I definitely think we were trying to do something there that did not happen the way that. Yeah. Mm. Supposed to be a bottom rope springboard into a leg drop. That. Let's just move past it. Ooh. Ooh. Apron German is nasty. Nice. That's really cool. Boza says if you're outside the United States or change your location to keep the cameras rolling during the break, Chad cut a promo during the break that is now on social media. I love how we all can have different experiences and then come together to talk about them. I wonder if this is gonna be one of those things if Penta wins and now he just has beef with American Made, which is gonna lead to LWO backing him up. Yeah, the mask is on WWE Shop now. I think it's like $75. Which can somebody? I think that would be more expensive in comparison, like a Dragon Lee or Rey Mysterio mask, right? Like those other masks are probably like $40. Beautiful German. Yeah, the crowd is really active for this, which is good. And this is their first match of the night, so setting the tone for the rest of the night. Nate asks, is it nighttime for me right now? It's 5:38. Ooh, that was clean. Yo, he spiked the hell out of Chad on that. Yeah, destroyer. Go look at the moon and look under it. Well, I mean, can't really do that right now, but describe to me what you see. Nice ball game. Nice match. They gave them some time to work. If this is a fan's introduction to Penta, they got to see some of what he can do with a very good partner opposite of him and Chad Gable. I wonder if that's his family in the front row. The girl with the tears. Oh, we're getting a promo afterwards. Pitt is going to be a damn star. We're going to see those masks sell. Fans doing the chant behind him. Yeah, this is family. That's dope. I love it. Dom with flowers trying to apologize. She called Carlito Carly. Shout out to the councilman. I think he called that the fact that the next step for Liv Dom would be Dom just having to carry her bags and kind of just being a lackey. So Sheamus out. Gotta believe it's gonna be like another chapter in Sheamus and Kaiser. All right, we're about 1 hour into the show right now. What does everybody think about week 2 so far? I agree, Bozy. You have to forget what happened last week. This is a completely different show. Bronson Reed has tweeted out, "Welcome, Penta. Just know you're in the splash zone now. I'll reserve a tsunami for your La Parka looking ass." Love that. Love La Parka mentions. That's two. This is 2 weeks in a row. Bron Breakker just sitting in the audience like a fan.
Sheamus is sprint and costing Sheamus many weeks of action. So tonight it is payback time for the Celtic Warrior. Zelina beating that loosely delivered to Sheamus is going to be tough to forget for the rest of Sheamus' life. Ludwig is a problem. He's a menace. He obviously has 0% body fat. He's a multiple generation professional wrestler. His dad wrestling in Europe. Indeed, Kaiser, a second-generation star, Axel Dieter, his father, were trained.
Just slapped the hell out of Sheamus.
Championships in Europe before coming here to WWE. Yet to win a singles championship, but he's a multi-time tag champ. Sheamus been a world champion before, understands what it's like. Oh, what a clothesline by Sheamus. Yes, indeed. Sheamus, a Hall of Fame resume. The only thing missing, of course, the Intercontinental Championship. It's been almost 4 years since Sheamus has held the singles title in WWE. 4 times he's been a world champ, 3-time United States champion, 5 times tag champ.
Alexa Bliss just tweeted out, "Bring back the pink or nah?" Talking about her hair.
And Kaiser sent back into the ring by Sheamus. This is the style you should expect for the entirety. Looking for 10 beats in the veteran, and Kaiser would hang Sheamus up on the top rope. Kaiser now blasting Sheamus up right onto our announce table. Well, these men want to be known as the toughest in the ring. Good thing this is a brand new reinforced announce table we have here for that list. So Sheamus may have been in a laughing out. Kaiser! With that running, you can stop the Sheamus.
Ally helps millions spend smarter and save more for the things that matter most to them. That's why we're the bank that's your ally.
From Boston.
Yeah, I feel like Kaiser wins this match. And is eventually going to set up a triple threat with Bron Breakker, but I don't know why Bron Breakker is not at least featured on the show in the in-ring capacity so far, especially for your new audience.
Getting organized, making things easier.
Back in action now.
Welt's already forming on the chest of Sheamus. As he continue to do this thing, correctly, as he wants it. He lives banger after banger after banger.
When's the last time Kaiser's even interacted with Gunther? Is that like 3 weeks ago? I think that last time I've seen it was when Gunther told Kaiser he got to go basically get some respect on his name. You said according to the banner, Boza? What banner is that? So tonight we're getting Sami Zayn versus The Miz. Seems like an interesting side mission for Sami. Oh, you talk okay, the Lord, yeah. Ticker. And 1 week later, we still have Real American Beer on the mat. So I wonder if WWE is going to rethink that, let's say a month into this whole partnership thing after last week's response. We'll see. I mean, it might be the latter where TKO doesn't really care in the long run. This guys are about to go for a bro kick. Didn't just miss wildly. It doesn't even like he tried to do it right. Something's wrong about that. Sheamus wins. Pretty sure that's not going to stop this rivalry at all. Bron Breakker just sitting in the back looking so unimpressed. Drew and Seth next week. Sammy didn't deserve that. Finally, our world champion Gunther looks to be heading to the ring. Yeah, Seth wants to be the victim so bad. So bad. Gunther's reign has become meh. Why is that Gunther's fault? Maybe people need to step up. I got a question for the chat. I feel like what time is it? We're only 1 hour into this show, and I feel like we have gotten way more ads this week than last week. Damn, we're still doing this, huh? And by doing this, I mean the Hulk Hogan stuff, promoting main event. Y'all can pivot at any time. Y'all got so many past vets that can do that same thing. Has anybody experienced like the priority pass, like whatever the WWE offers there? Has anybody purchased one? So that's how we get Miz and Sammy. I like it. Oba Femi getting the rub on Netflix. I see that differently, Boza. I feel like that's how we separate the Miz from the Final Testament, because I think the first thing we found out is that the Wyatt Six has been moved to SmackDown via the portal, which I guess, but we don't have anything definitive with, like, the Wyatt Six Final Testament thing had no finish. So I wonder what they're going to do on SmackDown now. But maybe that means the Miz is actually going to get out of the Final Testament. Finally, we get the ring general. Turn it up.
Gunter, the ring general, Gunter.
What's up, honey? I like how the portal moves are kind of not really like announced. We find out about them in like very discreet ways, which is kind of cool. But one of these portal moves got to be like a huge announcement. Like, I don't know. Maybe John Cena announces that he's officially just a part of the SmackDown team. Bozo, you might get your answer here as far as a challenger for Gunther at the Royal Rumble. Whoo! Okay, Jay. Jay got a new shirt. Jay got shirt variations like the New Day used to have back in the day. So many different colorways. We got a drone yeet cam. That's hard. Pretty sure everybody. Well, Jay got to be in the Royal Rumble. Gunther and Jay could happen at the Rumble. I have no incentive to believe that Jay is going to beat Gunther, though. Oh, it's the San Jose Sharks variation of his shirts. That's cool. Okay, not Rumble. San Antonio, Saturday Night Main Event. If we have Saturday Night Main Event and we don't get a Shawn Michaels appearance, I'm going to be grossly disappointed. I love this. Gunther just talking to him as a matter of fact, like he's just not on his level. Did Gunther just do like a half yeet? How could you not like that? That's a professional right there. He just cut that man down bar for bar. Nice. So since it's happened a week before the Rumble, Gunther probably is not defending the title at the Rumble. Yeah, WWE now has a partnership with Cosm. If you live in Dallas or if you're in LA, it's a very cool immersive experience. You can watch sporting events like UFC, college football, NFL, where it feels like a big projector screen, but it feels like you're actually there. I had the opportunity to attend one for the NFL holiday party. Really dope thing to see. Nice. Intercontinental title next. Sorry, I was muted. Looking at the vignettes of Dakota and Lyra, and I feel like everybody's going to be more pro Dakota to get her a moment. But I feel like the brand and the company is probably going to be more behind Lyra getting this, which is going to disappoint a lot of fans. Another ad. Golly, we have so many ads. We're only an hour and a half in, guys. A John Cena McDonald's commercial. Really? So Bose is saying that last week the show was 3 hours, 3 minutes, and once they edited it down, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes. What did they cut out, though? They didn't cut out any content. You're talking about just cutting down, like, any type of ad time? I like this. We're getting stats on how many times WWE has been in this arena. It's their 22nd Monday Night Raw in San Jose. The 1998 Royal Rumble was in San Jose. I wonder how many arenas WWE has not been in yet. Of course, last week, I believe, was their first show in the Intuit Dome. Bailey's in the house. Okay, Mr. Cole, thank you for describing why why Lyra is the bird lady. This is new music for Dakota Kai. It's a beautiful looking belt.
Intercontinental Championship in 1999. China, Gerard Bonner, Gerard to win the title. This was not the first ever Intercontinental Champion here tonight. We're underway. Dakota Kai, Myra Valkyria have been one-on-one just one other time in their career and have been last May at the Queen of the Ring tournament, where Myra Valkyria knocked off Dakota Kai in the first round. Valkyria would go on to the finals only to lose to Nia Jax. Valkyria has been champion before. When the story is told of this Intercontinental title, who will be the first woman to represent it? We find out here tonight. First ever Intercontinental Champion, 1999. Wait, Hall of Famer Pat Patterson. Dakota Kai. Nice takedown by Valkyria. Dakota Kai, a former two-time women's tag team champion on NXT. That chance fell. Myra Valkyria once held the NXT Women's Championship. That's right. Dakota Kai. Get your first debut.
Who does everybody have in this match? Ooh, okay. Getting violent early. Right into another ad, bro. The match just started. Is there anybody in the chat who was able to see what was going on during the commercial break? Anybody international that was able to see the full match, like picture in picture, that can share what was going on? Very interesting offense from Lyra. Scorpion kick. Yo, Lyra, she got a knot on her forehead. Don't really like that Dakota got her finisher off, and I mean, Lyra rolled out, but still, I mean, I think Dakota at least deserved to kick out have a near fall at least one time. First ever women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. Still got the street fight to go with Finn and Damien. I think there's going to be something going on with the tag team titles as well. How does everybody feel about Lyra being the first inaugural IC champion? I think what they were trying to accomplish is the opposite of what we're doing with Chelsea on Fridays. Get kind of a workhorse champion, put on a bunch of matches, and eventually establish and drop the belt, kind of what they did with Kaylani Jordan in NXT. Yeah, I agree. Very telling when she was the runner-up in the Women's Queen of the Ring last year that she was destined for more. I think if anything, it'll help. I feel like Dakota should have been the first one. Dakota has so many fans. I mean, I wonder where she goes from here, especially since Damage Control kind of had like a slow turn to being fan favorites and baby faces. I think this will help establish the title with Lyra, but I hope even more helps her develop her character work a lot more. Is there anybody in the chat that feels like they got the decision wrong? Oh my God, it's 24-3 at halftime. The Vikings going out sad right now. Moses says, feels like the WWE Women's United States Championship was created to continue the issues between Mia Yim and Chelsea Green. Ooh, that's a take. I don't think there was needed to be a title to continue that feud, or is it because you haven't seen anybody else really step up to the plate for that belt yet? And we're back with Miz getting ready to take on Sami Zayn. Miz's gear looks like a Slim Jim ad. See, I wouldn't. You know what? Who brought it up earlier? I wouldn't be mad if Sammy won the Royal Rumble and challenged Gunther at WrestleMania. Let's go and run that match back for a different title. I don't even know what Miz does outside of the Final Testament if they do split them. Don't know what happens with the Wyatt Six on Friday nights. Miz countering the hula kick. What if the Wyatt Six's pivot from the Final Testament is the New Bloodline? Ball game. You don't see Sammy really finishing matches with the Blue Thunder Bomb. That's different. I like it. Still gotta get Kevin interacting with Sammy at some point. At some point in the midst of everything that's going on. Looks like we're going to see what's next for Rhea. I feel like it should be 5, Boza. Like, you should feel like at least both mid-card titles. Well, now that we have 4 mid-card titles. I guess it depends on what happens on Saturday Night Main Event the week before. I can see a Shinsuke title defense. Maybe the women's IC gets defended that day. We gotta stay up with the tag team titles. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe Lyra gets her first title defense there. Obviously, both Royal Rumble matches. One of the titles needs to be defended, not both. But since Gunther is defending, Cody's defending. So it depends on whether we're going to get a Tiffany or Rhea title defense as well. You think Rhea over Tiffany? I can see that too. But if it's Rhea over Tiffany, that just means you're doing more Liv and Rhea because it's the main thing that's teed up as we're just a couple weeks out. So Bron Breakker versus Sheamus at Saturday Night Main Event for the Intercontinental Championship. Got to believe that doesn't end without some type of influence from Kaiser. Ball game. Pistons. I think a bigger question is who do you guys feel like the Royal Rumble winner, regardless of who you guys think it is, do you feel like they challenge Rhea or Tiff or NXT champion or like Julia? Who do you think they challenge? Who, regardless of who you think wins? Imagine the platform NXT could have if their main women's title is being competed for at WrestleMania over Stand and Deliver that weekend. Isn't Nia Jax's music? Okay, Leopard. This is a great pivot for Rhea and Liv to have somebody that can be more dominant than Rhea. She said, I live here. Had a feeling we were going to get a Bailey moment here in her hometown. So that wasn't official then. Nia's not officially on Monday Night Raw. Ooh, Raw in the Garden on March. That's going to be a big show. Okay, so now we're finally going to do it next week. The New Day are going to be in action, confirmed next week. Oh, and JBL is going to be on Raw next week. That's very interesting since JBL has kind of been doing some stuff on the independent circuit as well as in TNA. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a surprise Royal Rumble entry. Next week, we're getting the rematch between Drew and Seth. And the street fight is next between Finn and Damian. Good point, Boza, because I feel like this is the main event of the show. And they said they'll go as long as their show needs to go. We're clearly past the 2 hour mark now, but maybe they don't push it into 3 this week. This has to just be them trying to jump Damian Priest, right? See, that's not fair. Calling Finn bitter and jealous, like every time Finn had Seth beat, Damian wasn't right there teasing the cash in. The more and more I think about it, Boza, maybe we can take this match 45 minutes if this is going to be like the final standoff between these two men. Shout out to dude in the audience had on a Tatum Paxley shirt or hoodie. I didn't even know Tatum had merch. Drone cam is sick. Let's see how much time that buys us. I know the match ain't ending right here. So I feel like, man, I wish I could see what's going on in the arena right now during the ad break. That would tell me so much. Yeah, exactly. Give him the time sneaking another commercial break. About a minute and a half away from returning back to action. Then I imagine they'll fight around the arena some more. I think we'll be just under 3 hours today for the show. But it does feel like they just loaded tonight's episode up with ads. Oh, they're doing the whole stretcher and fan out. And Damien's like, nah, okay. Wow. We just attacking men in neck braces now. Stretchered out. Is the ref still gonna sanction this? Where's Dom? Are they trying to lift Finn up top so he can actually hit a coup de grace? So War Raiders out to help Priest. Oh yeah, we're getting a wacky finish. This is going. We might get at least 15, 20 minutes more of this. Priest like monsters out of this. Like, let's be real, bro. I want to see Finn hit this. Wouldn't that technically hurt your neck with the chair bouncing? Nice. Oh, Razor's Edge through the table. If anybody has an opinion so far, do you guys feel like tonight's main event is on par with last week's with Seth and CM Punk or better? I got to be it. Priest said he's not his brother's keeper. Honey says she doesn't want to see these two fight each other anymore in the year 2025. I think I agree. And there goes your lower third. There goes your credits. What time is it? 7:32. And yeah, that's how we ended Monday Night Raw night tonight. Just about 30 minutes shy of where we ended at last week's episode. And I don't think we're going to get I don't know. Maybe they will do a Raw talk. I don't think you'll get the post show like they did last week with Big E, Tessitore, and Barrett. If anybody's hitting the YouTube, let's find out. Let's hit the YouTube real quick before we go into our post show. I don't think they're doing that tonight. Or are they live on IG or anything like that? Does anybody know? Doesn't look like it. All right, so that's been Monday Night Raw. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me all night. I know it's late where some people are, so we're going to get you guys out of here. Thank you, Ari, Boza, Honey, Lewis, Special Little Nobodies, everybody else in the chat for rocking with me for the watch along. It's been Monday Nightmare. We're going to get a post show going. Give me like 10, 15 minutes. I'll sign into another link and we'll talk about everything we've seen tonight. Of course, this is Cedric, aka Ced Says. Ced is the answer on Instagram. We'll talk about what we saw on Monday Night Raw and what that means for Saturday Night Main Event and the Royal Rumble in just a brief few minutes. This has been Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.